instead of acting on those feelings, just let them wash over you and past you, okay? Hi, I'm Ed from Tubby Tarot. Welcome to another 10 Talk Tuesday. Did you guys miss me last week? Did you even notice I wasn't there? Sure, some of you did. I know that Indigo Wolf, you noticed I wasn't there. Thank you. Thank you so much for noticing. Great big shout out to Indigo Wolf. Love you, darling. Mwah. Okay, so what happened? Where was I? Did I just forget about you? Did I leave you guys in the lurch? I needed a break, guys. I've been doing this literally every single week since August 2019. And I know some people have got channels that go back 10 years, but I don't do this for a living. As you know, I have a job, I have a career, I have a life, okay? And I just needed to step back for a week and just kind of take a deep breath and let it out and see where I'm going. I've got a lot of stuff happening in my life at the moment with my house, and work has been hectic and blah, 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 the usual stuff. You know what they say, life gets in the way. I'm not going anywhere. I'm back. I'm not doing anything with the channel. But I can tell you that sometimes I want to lose interest. I don't, but I sometimes want to lose interest. It's almost like if I don't have a plan together, I can't think of stuff like off the top of my head to talk about, especially on Tuesdays. And I am very scared of that happening to me. I'm very scared of actually losing interest in this. And I think a break every now and again, although it's been a long time, a break is good. And I think it's like this with any hobby or any passion that you have, anything that you do. And I'm not talking about work where you've got to go into the office. Now, obviously you can't just take a break, okay? But any creative thing, any passionate thing, anything that gives you sort of spiritual happiness or mental happiness or whatever, be it making videos, be it reading tarot cards, be it journaling, anything like that. I think that sometimes to stop yourself from becoming disinterested or blasé about what you do, I think it's good to have a little break. I don't know how you feel. Do you guys think that? Do you think that it's good to take a little step backwards and maybe just take a week where you don't do anything? I found that last week that I didn't post anything, it was quite like liberating. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to like bang it in there and get the video out and edit it and well, you know. Although sometimes I do batch videos, I didn't. I actually purposefully thought I'm going to take this week off. And so I didn't actually have any, I made sure I didn't have anything to post. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. You know, why am I taking a week off if I'm posting something anyway? It kind of doesn't make sense. And it made me more interested. I've got my creative juices running again. I'm like really interested. I'm like fully cool. Oh, fantastic. I've got these new ideas just from taking a week off from posting and from creating videos. And I was thinking, you know, if only we could do this with our lives. Like if only we could say, well, you know, I'm taking a week off. I'm going to that exotic island. I'm going to sit on the beach and do fuck all. And of course we can't. But how can we maybe do this without actually physically doing this? Do you think we can do it like bits and pieces? Do you think we could maybe take an hour a day, maybe an hour and a half a day, and just stop and clear our minds, clear our desks, close the cupboard on the crafting supplies, draw the curtains on the reading room, just go out there and do something else. If you only read tarot, go and read a book, small book, start reading a book. If you only draw, perhaps go and watch a movie, you know, watch something on Netflix or Hulu or whatever you guys have got. I think that for anyone who is creative, anybody who has a creative mind, I think it is good to take that step back and that step out of the room, as it were, because I think it does rejuvenate the creative juices. I think that if we focus so much on something, I'm going to take drawing as an example. If we focus so much on our drawing, okay, eventually what what could happen, I'm not saying it does, but what could happen is you will tend to find you draw the same kind of thing over and over again, because you end up going into this like automatic mode, where your creativity kind of just flatlines and you just do the same thing, do what you know how to do. So I think taking a step back and sort of tools down, as it were, I think is really important. And that's why I did it. I'm now quite excited because I have got new ideas now, fresh ideas, things that I've kind of been thinking about whilst away, but thinking about not under the pressure of having to do that as a video. I think also for certain people, especially people who are empathic, like empaths, you really need to get the hell out of Dodge every now and again. If you're an empath, and we all know what empaths are, okay, there are people who tune into, very easily, very, very quickly, there are people who tune into the surrounding energies given off by everyone around them and by everything around them. They tune in very, very deeply, and they feel things very deeply and very intensely. And that's incredibly stressful a lot of the time. And we all see the memes about empaths and they all make jokes, but being an empath is am I right, empaths? All of you guys who are empaths, it can be very daunting and it can be incredibly exhausting. And I think what happens there is sometimes if you are empathic and it's just this constant bombardment and you're using your empathic abilities, I think what happens is you eventually just want to tune out. You're eventually saying, you know what, I can't deal with this anymore. I don't want to be empathic. I don't want to feel your shit. I don't want to help you with your problems. I don't want, okay? But if you take that week off, maybe go and sit at the bottom of your garden, perhaps go and just, I don't know, make a cake in the kitchen, sit outside and read, just for that week, try to kind of step out of that empathic environment, that hectic environment. I think then after that week, you can step back and refreshed, okay? Take a little bit of time out, that whole like timeout thing, which they do in sport, like timeout, I think it's good to do that. As I say, especially if you are incredibly affected by the energies around you. Step out of that mold, try and step out of that role that you play. And I know sometimes it's really difficult because if you're an empath, you are basically turned on every single minute of every single day. Okay, that's who you are, it's what you are, it's how you are. But it's still important to perhaps, instead of acting on those feelings, just let them wash over you and past you, okay? Just for a while, and then you'll find that you are a lot more focused, a lot more geared up, and a lot more creative. And as I say, the creative juices will flow again. I'm not talking about burnout here, people. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not talking about burning out because you're doing something all the time. That's different. This is just when you're feeling stagnant. Okay, this is not about burnout where basically you can't cope anymore and you're about to have a nervous breakdown. This is about feeling stagnant. And as soon as you feel stagnant with something, that it means the creativity is gone, okay? Or it's dwindling. And that's when you've got to say, hey, wait, like Matthew, let me take a week and not post videos. Let me take a week and not do any readings, okay? And then after that week, boom, go back into it. And you'll find that it'll really, really be a spark to what you know is already there, okay? It'll just reignite that passion, that drive, that creative flow, all right? So a bit of a ramble today. I hope that you kind of get what I've been saying in this video. It's kind of a very, very long excuse for why I wasn't on last week. But that's why I wasn't here last week. So anyway, think about it, use it, don't use it. You know who I am. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I'll see you on the flip side.